Okay, so hiking Mount of the Holy Cross today. Parking lot is pretty busy, but I'm not doing the standard route up. I'm doing Halo Ridge. Of course, I have to do Halo Ridge because Halo is my favorite video game and it shares the same name. There you go. So what am I expecting? Probably 5,400 feet, so more than a vertical mile, and roughly 14 miles, I think. Also, you might notice I have a little beard growing. Can't tell if it's gross or not. I might shave it. We'll see. Also, I did my hair this morning. I got tired of having crappy hair in all the videos. And also I'm not wearing a helmet today because it's class 2, so that's why. Anyways, very lovely today. No view of the mountain yet, but we'll get to that eventually, and more to come when more exciting things show up. So, for anyone wondering about the history of this mountain, it used to be climbed as a Christian pilgrimage in the early 1900s, I think. Don't quote me on that, look it up. I guess it would make sense since there's literally like a naturally engraved cross in the mountain, and when in springtime when there's snow in it, it looks really awesome. I think all the snow's melted by now, but we'll see. Also, the nice thing about this hike is not very crowded. Like I said, the parking lot was really full. I underestimated how many people were going to show up today. Because when you think about it, Holy Cross is a little bit isolated from the rest of the 14ers. I think it's one of the northernmost ones. But anyways, along with this hike as well, we'll end up bagging, or I'll end up bagging, 3 13ers. 2 of them are ranked, which means they have more than 300 feet of prominence, height in between the closest ridge to it, and then 1 unranked. So that'll be cool. And you know, you would think with 5,400 feet of elevation gain, not many people would be climbing it, but I suppose in a way it reminds me of Camelback Mountain, which, if you don't know, is a mountain in Phoenix, one of the most popular ones. It's pretty brutal, actually, and you get people of all shapes and sizes on it, so I have a feeling this might be the same way. So here's an awesome view and more to come. Endless switchbacks. I believe I heard someone online say there's like 30 something switchbacks. To be fair, they're pretty gradual. But you know, I started down there, and since they're gradual, there's a crap ton of them. Close enough, you can see vertical part, horizontal part. Too bad there's no snow. So a lot of this is class 2 scrambling. Well, I guess not scrambling. I'm not even sure how they define this crap, but there's not really a trail, and you're just kind of boulder hopping. As you can see, there's Mount of the Holy Cross right there. No snow in the couloir, unfortunately. false summit. Thought I was gonna summit the 13er. That should be it though. All right. Woo! Summit. That's loose. I am going to stand on a bigger rock here. All right. 13er complete. So this is point 13248. That's the official name, but I'm going to call it Angel's Landing. That sounds cool. Yeah, it's a ranked 13er, so it's my first one actually. The last two 13ers I did, Spalding and one other one I can't even remember. Those are unranked. So we're doing 2 ranked today, 1 unranked, and then we got Holy Cross right there. So I can't remember if I mentioned this already, but Mount of the Holy Cross is unique for the fact that you regain a lot of elevation. Typically when you hike a 14er, you climb up and then it's pretty much downhill from there, maybe a few sections of short uphill, nothing bad. But Mount of the Holy Cross, it's more like a roller coaster of sorts, because you gain this first 13er I just did. Now you drop down this hill, down there, and the next one's over there somewhere. So then you go back up that, and then you drop down a little bit more onto the ridge that connects to Holy Cross. And since I'm heading back on the standard route, I'm gonna have to gain like another 800 feet to the parking lot. So it's unique in that fact, and that's why it has so much elevation gain. Out of all the ones I've done without regaining, Longs is the most elevation gain I've done with the 5100. That's pretty much just straight up and then down. But I think the most elevation gain you're going to gain out of any 14er is Pikes Peak at 7,000 feet. The whole trail is 24 miles, almost a marathon. So at 7,000 feet's actually not that bad, I guess. I haven't done it, but you know, I assume it's not terrible. Anyways, more to come. So down there we have the Bowl of Tears. Pretty cool name for a lake. Right below Holy Cross. Pretty cool. So this is point 13,373. I think this is unranked. I'll label it in the video. Even though we just ascended a crap ton, there's that ridge there, and that's like 50 feet. So I think that's the ranked one next. So more to come when I get up there. And then there's Holy Cross. This trail's kind of garbage in some ways. And if anyone's curious as to why, you see this massive rock here? It's like, I don't know, I bet it's 300, 400 pounds. Look at this crap. What the frick? I had to climb up all that garbage over there. Jeez, never trust the rocks. I swear, you're gonna regret it. So, when people say boulder fields, this is what they're talking about. Now look at this crap. For reference, they look tiny because it's big, but the average size is, let me get my shadow out of the way. That size of that rock here. Here's my shoe comparison. I guess it doesn't tell you much, but my shoe's like a foot long. They're big. Okay, there's a lot of big ones. There's even bigger ones, like that guy sticking right there. And that's why these traverses take so long. I guess this isn't like a, I don't know, I'm traversing a ridge, whatever. And it's mainly because just watching your footing the whole time, it really slows you down. Still not as bad as Longs, boulder field. Long's boulder field had much larger rocks. You're actually climbing the whole time. This is a lot more manageable, so. That's the top. One final effort. Alright, so I'm starting my descent from the summit. Not as crowded as I thought. There may be like 5, 6 other people up there. Had a conversation with a few of them. Very lovely views. All trails, of course, not accurate. And I trust my Garmin watch more than all trails, so they were saying like 7.3 or whatever miles to the top, and I ended up getting 8.5. So there you go. And then I expected around 4,000 feet, but I ended up getting 4,400. So that's what you should expect if you're doing Halo Ridge. So now I'm descending the standard route. And sorry for the camera shake. As you can tell, it's kind of rocky. A lot steeper than what this dumb camera on this phone is making it out to be. But more to come later. Man, I am flying down this freaking mountain. This is awesome. There's actually a defined trail. Can you believe it? Last time I had a defined trail was freaking the Calibron. It's coming down the mountains, Maroon Bell's Head. Pretty easy trail getting to the 2,800 feet of suck. Yeah, I'm flying by everyone. You know why? Because it's a dance. You gotta dance your way down. It's all in the foot movement.
So, just a recap of the hike I did up Mount of the Holy Cross. I've always wanted to do that one. It seemed kind of interesting, just because of the unique couloir formation on it that forms the cross. And, you know, it's more isolated than the others, and the area looks pretty cool. It's right outside Vail. But yeah, so I ended up doing a giant loop when I climbed this. I went up Halo Ridge, which is the non-standard route. And that was difficult class 2, because you're like climbing over boulders and stuff, and there's a little bit of exposure in some areas. But that route, by the way, if you want some isolation from people, it's absolutely fantastic for that. There was nobody on it. I didn't see a single person on that route, except one was coming down from the summit via the Halo Ridge. But going up, the last time I saw people was at the little cabin. I don't know if it was in my video because I think I deleted it on accident, but it's like this little storm shelter up there, and that's the last time I saw people. I believe they tried to attempt it, but I never saw them after that because I ended up going pretty quick. But I think it's actually more preferable than the standard route. So when I went down this, because then I descended down the standard route, and that was really nice until the stream crossing. So I'll mention that in a sec. But yeah, going down the standard route, so much, I don't want to say better, but like there was an actual trail. So if you saw my on the summit, there's a dog on top, and that's because they went up the standard route, which is totally dog friendly. I guess the route I did was 2, but it would be pretty difficult, and your dog would have to be like some competition dog or something like that. But yeah, so the standard route has a really nice trail all the way down to the like section right before you gain 800 feet back to the parking lot, which totally sucked for me, mainly because there's a stream crossing. Water was about waist high. It was about 20 feet across. And there's like a log, and I'm kind of tired at this point. So I test out the log. It starts to roll a little bit, and I'm like, I'm pretty agile right now. I can cross this. And I took one step, and then I looked like a circus clown that tripped over some like bowling pins or something, because then I tried catching myself with my left foot when I fell, and then I like tripped, and then yeah, I fell into the stream, which really sucked. However, overall, hike was really fun. I loved it. Every time I've ever done a 14er, the people on the summit have been really cool. I don't know if anyone grew up in the 90s or early 2000s, you know what I'm talking about, but like in the TV show, the old Pokemon TV show, the cartoon one from the 90s, they're always going on these adventures and meeting people, and then like the narrator says something, and there's like this nice music that plays, and you're like, bye, and that's always how I feel coming down from the summit. It's like we're all on these adventures, and then we go our separate ways, and it's just kind of fun like that. Really nostalgic, I suppose. But yeah, and then another nice side effect of climbing 14ers has been weight loss. Believe it or not, once upon a time, I think I weighed like up to 235 pounds my freshman year of college, which was it was like 6 years ago, I think. That was bad. So anyways, I weighed in the other day at 157, actually 156.8, but we'll round up. Which last time I weighed that much was when I was 15 and really fit. So if I was still pole vaulting today, I probably could jump pretty high with that weight, get on some big poles and launch me into the air. So my next 14ers are going to probably be maybe Pyramid Peak. It depends. One of my friends is coming out to visit me in like next week, and I have a pass for Maroon Bells, but I don't really want to do it then because I'm looking at a 10-hour day, and that would not be fun for anybody. And I'm really not looking forward to dealing with a bunch of loose rock and freaking potential death the whole time. Actually, Pyramid Peak I don't think has any recorded deaths, but still, it's not something I want to commit to when I have someone visiting. So I think I'll wait till September, Labor Day weekend or something, and then I really want to go down to the San Juans and tackle Wetterhorn, Uncompahgre, Red Cloud, Sunshine, all on that weekend, which will be pretty easy from Lake City. I've already done all the 14ers near Denver, so that pretty much leaves me with more than 2.5 hours of driving one way. So round trip, I'm looking at over 5 hours at least for all the rest of the 14ers that are in somewhat close vicinity. So the real debate is, do I want to do those, in October or November, or do I want to wait till full winter conditions and start climbing those? Because I do need some more practice on winter climbing, if I want to eventually do Denali or something like that. So we'll see. I might just repeat 14ers in the meantime and probably just won't upload those videos. But anyways, yeah, excellent 14er, highly recommend. It's a brutal day, but it's super fun, and I'll catch you on the next mountain. See ya.